to our really favorite place, the Indian food restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
And we had such an amazing time. We tried everything on the menu so far.
Oh, were you stuck when you got out?
Not really. I can go back. And then after that, we went to a bar. Can you imagine Lamar and me in a bar?
Oh, no. So did you have a little extra?
Yeah.
48.
Yeah, we did.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have fun? Did they have programs
I
so
don't
you
know.
could dance?
But I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't like vanilla. You've eaten it before, okay?
But I don't, you've always had it before. What? I don't like it.
Here we go, darling. Actually, yes, let's go to my room. Lift up your feet. Cindy, yeah.
Now it's 1:15. 1:15. Oh, yeah, there's her hair. She's still sitting up. We're good.
Yeah, her bow's good too.
Yeah.
Now it's 1:45.
Let's see. She should be good. I don't smell nothing.
Now it's 2:15. Man, do you smell it in the hallways? Oh my God. Who is that? Holy smoke.
Well, what do you expect? I've been sitting here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Nobody checked on me. I didn't have anything to tell anybody that I needed help. What do you expect?
Okay, we're not gonna give the answers away.
New sheet. All right. Obviously, this was really dramatized, right? But did you see anything that sometimes we do?
The hallway smell. We do that.
Or how many times have you seen, oh yeah, I better find somebody to get her to the bathroom.
No sniffing.
You guys put on there what you, because those sheets that you wrote on, I want back. So,
Name calling.
name
Yeah.
calling?
Yep, pet names.
Scaring the resident,
Scaring how?
not telling them what they're doing and just doing it before they explain.
Being rough with the resident.
Ignoring.
Push too fast in the wheelchair, no pedals on.
Oh, perfect.
Too fast. Somebody said ignoring.
Yes.
Ignoring
Tried to
what?
pull her out of the chair by her arms.
Ignoring the resident.
Yeah,
Pulling up by the arms, right?
Mhm.
So we had a visitor come into our facility the other day and they saw that.
Oh.
And they pointed it out. So just reminders, right? Pulling on arms and then ignoring. What specifically ignoring?
The
Pretty much
resident.
everything you said.
Well, I'm thinking the behavior, we should have been doing essential oils or something, an alternative way
Okay.
to attempt to calm the resident.
They didn't need you, she was talking to somebody else instead of you.
Okay, so gossiping and talking about personal stuff. And then go back to the ignoring.
Well, the residents said they didn't wanna play bingo, and they were forced to do it anyways.
Yep.
So, do
Play
we,
bingo.
And
Forced activity.
she was saying, well, all kinds of,
You should
they
have,
left her in the room for 2.5 hours.
you should have had a gate built when you were on the floor, pick her up.
I'm thinking at any point in time, could have
Or,
called
yeah, or the board.
extra staff so they're not pulling the extremities.
Insulin in the dining room.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mhm.
Another thing that I saw, I'm not sure if she exactly did it, but scooping that food up off the thing and giving it to them.
That's a good one, we were hoping you would catch that.
Yeah,
or,
Yeah, that whole
Yeah,
feeding
shove it-
part was
that whole
all wrong.
feeding
Yeah.
It was just all wrong.
What about,
blaming the resident when you were hurt. Like
that's
when,
the one that I wanted you to say, so they were ignoring my pain.
Yes.
Yep.
but then even like when Cindy said, oh, my back, and, oh, you hurt my back.
It was more about her,
Yep.
and not the resident. Good catch.
oh, and the pants being left down when laying in bed.
Thing
Yeah.
is, just yanking them Okay, back so up. As the person who was acting that out, and I wore layers knowing that was gonna happen, you know how violated I felt?
Mhm.
Just, we were acting, and when she pulled my shirt up, would any of you like that if I just came and did that to you right now?
Well, I can't imagine trying to take a nap with your pants around your knees.
And just so you guys know, that was a deficiency, the pants down,
Oh,
so.
No call light,
Thank
Yeah.
you, there you go.
Nothing here.
no nothing to do, they just plopped her in her room and left her there.
Right.
No,
and we
no
talked about
TV, no book
that.
reading,
And as they
no
walked by
nothing.
her, they should have said, I see you're still sitting here, would you like a puzzle to do or a book to read, or could I turn your television on?
no check and change,
No,
or
nothing.
asking if she needs a bathroom.
Talking bad about the resident in front of the resident.
Yeah.
Didn't lock, you know,
Locking the wheelchair.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't offer any water.
Thank you, no hydration. You guys are good, you're getting
Oh,
on.
she was walking around her, feeding her instead of sitting.
Yes,
Relaxing.
yes, yeah. Stand-up feeders, we call them.
Sometimes it's not about what we do, but it's what we don't do.
Okay, let's ask them this question. If you saw me standing over Michelle, feeding her from behind, not introducing myself, and just shoving food in while she's talking to Sherry back there, oops, sorry, would you stop and say, hey, Michelle, you know, you should be
Eye level.
yeah, and feeding them and only concentrating on that.
I would hope we would,
We would hope we do, but do we?
not always.
No, you shouldn't be afraid to do that. We're not doing anything except saving the residents' quality of life, right? You can say to somebody, hey, we shouldn't be doing that, so here's the right way. And it could be that nobody ever trained them how to do it correctly. We had a new employee in our last session, and sometimes somebody just overlooks telling them. We were talking about a cup of coffee. Let's say you're a thick and liquid person, and you say, excuse me, could I have a cup of coffee? Well, sure, I think I can get you a cup of coffee. You pour a cup of coffee, they're thick and liquids. That person doesn't know it because nobody ever told them that not everybody can drink coffee. And what happens?
Choke.
Choke or aspirate. And then what?
Pneumonia.
Which leads us back to the thing that happened when my pants were around my knees. They simply wanted to get me into the bed. And on a good day, maybe that happens nicely, but what happened? After I got into bed, what happened?
Rolled out.
Roll out. And because my pants were around my knees,
You couldn't get
Get
out.
up.
I couldn't get up. And then what had to happen,
They had to come
Well,
get
and
you.
then they didn't do the procedure when you fall.
right? No vitals,
No, nothing.
no. But how many more people had to get involved out of the day? Who around here is busy? Raise your hand if you're busy during the day.
Everybody.
We're all busy, right? So now, because my pants were around my knees, I fell out of bed, I've probably broken my hip. We have to get nursing involved. We have to get CNAs involved to get the lift. We have to get a vitals machine over. We have to contact the provider, possibly go to the emergency room, and then possibly be air flighted out. That's called the ricochet effect. So, it's just the little things that we didn't think about, and we learned something in the last session too. Should we bring it up
What's up?
about that one resident?
Yeah. What we were cited on was dignity, so I've got handouts, and I'm gonna give each one of you guys, and please, if you are one of the staff that do some of this, we're not picking on you. We're just trying to right the wrong. And so don't feel like we're, oh, she saw me do that. No, we're just trying to right the wrong. It's things that we've picked up as we've gone through. And in a little bit, we're also gonna talk about what you guys have picked up. Let me pass them around. As what you see and how we can correct it. Like Jody said, you know, it's not a bad thing to walk over to Michelle and say, Michelle, I think you're having a tough day today. Let me have this resident, you go down on the other end or whatever. Because we don't want to do, I mean, we want to help each other. And the last thing we want to do is continue on with that type of care.
Can I say one little thing?
Mm-hmm.
One day I watched this and I got so upset, and a resident didn't want to do something. And he told that person no 3 times, and vowed, no, I'm not going to. And 3 times she came back and said he had to. And I finally got so mad and I just fixed the situation so he could do it how he wanted to. And I didn't say anything to the person, no, he does not have to do that. I'm not gonna say what it was, but I was very upset because 3 times to just tell him, and everybody heard it. No, you can't do that, can we?
So, this goes back to our dementia, but we did talk about this in the last session too. When a resident is refusing and we start arguing with them, what are we causing? Behavior. And then all of a sudden it comes to my desk and it says, oh, Cindy, you gotta do something with this resident, we can't do nothing with them because they're having all these behaviors. But are we causing most of them? There's some out there that we don't cause, but a lot of times we're causing them. What else have we talked about, Julie?
Well, back to that, Deanne, so there's an instance with one resident in particular who usually likes to do something, so when you ask him, sometimes he plays with you a little bit. Nope, not gonna do it. And then he likes you to chase him, right? So there's that. So we have to recognize the difference, right?
Okay, this was a one-time thing. This was a one-time
Okay,
thing.
yeah, so then to correct that though, then we have to bring that to somebody's attention. So in the last session, we had another caregiver bring something up about a resident who was abusive to staff. So we kinda had a roundtable discussion about what do we do about that? And this particular person said, I'm just gonna get in this person's face if he says that again. Well, you can't power struggle with a resident, period. Right? Can't do it.
You can't do it.
And then we started talking more about that resident because his behavior isn't gonna change. First of all, we're talking about Jim.
Right.
We all know that, but we created it, right? And so it was brought up that he will go through 4 different caregivers to use the restroom, right?
Right.
The first one will come in and say, God, I have to go to Jim, I have to go see Jim and, hi Jim, I'm here to take you to the bathroom. No, I don't want you. Okay, let me go get you somebody else. Deanne, Jim needs to go to the bathroom. So Deanne walks in and she goes, hi Jim, I'm here to take you to the bath. I don't want you. I don't like you. I've never liked you. Fine, I'll go. Let me get you somebody else. You know. Hi Jim. The other 2 said you wouldn't let them take you to the bathroom, so I'm here to take you to the bathroom. Let's go. No, I don't like the way you're talking to me. I'm not gonna go. So what do? You go and get the 4th person, right? Because you've had it. So we started talking about how do we change that. We created it, right? We kept going to get another one. But has anyone ever thought of how it feels to be Jim? You, whether you know it or not, come off with an energy, right? So if I came in and I went, hi Jim, it's about 6:30 and I was just wondering, did you want to use the restroom right now? I'm here, I'm in the hallway, I'd be happy to take you. as opposed to, Jim, it's time to go to the bathroom, let's go. Do you think he feels the difference
Oh,
between
yeah.
my compassion? Speaking of compassion, do we often forget the human we're dealing with? Because we've taken care of their cares, did you ever stop to think everything that William Young has lost? What has he lost?
I have.
What has he lost?
His legs,
He's lost his
his
legs.
freedom,
I know.
His freedom. Is he a man? He probably feels,
pride.
And
his
very
pride.
young.
huh?
It started very young,
Right,
and he blames everybody, everybody and everything around him.
but wouldn't you?
I'm not saying I wouldn't, I like the guy.
We're
and I
not,
think
no,
well
no, no,
defensive.
no, we're not, that's not personal, we're saying that it's kind of understandable why he reacts the way he reacts. He's lost his home, he can't live with his wife, and he's here.
And like Jody said, the only thing he has left
Control.
His voice, yeah.
And it honestly, truthfully, in regards to Jim, he so loves to have that control. And we honestly need to give him the opportunity to be what he is,
Yeah.
because that's all he's got.
That's what we talked about, this other person couldn't quite grasp that,
Right.
because he was seeing Jim as a man with a mind and the
Right.
ability to speak, and it was wrong. To this
Right.
person, he's wrong, you shouldn't treat humans like that. So then, we talked about what you do and do not have the right to do. So, I have the right, if you're being mean to me or another staff, I have the right to say, I don't appreciate you speaking to me like that, and I need it to stop. I'm gonna walk away and find you a new caregiver, but I won't be talked to like that, okay? I can say that to him, and then I walk away. If he mouths back to me and says something like, no, I have the right to say whatever I want, what's our natural thing to do?
No, you can't.
We speak and we say, don't do that, just,
No,
I'm just gonna
just leave. The power struggle technically can turn into an abuse very, very, very quickly.
But you know what I always think of, and I say this sometimes to people, how would you feel if you were sitting in your living room and somebody came in and did that? Cause he's in his home. You know, and how would we feel if somebody came in our living room and said, no, you can't watch that game in that chair, you have to go sit in the dining room.
Right,
How
you
would we
just
feel?
gotta think of how they're feeling, but
Yeah.
we sometimes don't, it's human nature to, you know, we're working, we gotta get our tasks done. We have to stop to be compassionate to people, get down to their level, slow your heart rate, and just find the kindness in your heart, right? And then you tell what kindness means, I love your description.
Okay, so we talked last time, kindness. What is kindness? Is kindness an emotion?
Treating someone the way
It's
you
an
would.
action.
It's an action. It's an action. So what I did is I told my story. Let me see who's in here. Many years ago, Sharon knows him, but she can't say nothing. Many years ago, I had trouble with my two sister-in-laws to the point I was in tears. And I consulted with a very wise pastor's wife. And she said to me, she said, Cindy, the only thing you can do is kill them with kindness. She said, don't let, because every time you're letting them dig a needle in, they're loving it. So kill them with kindness. Jim Young hates me because it's my fault he's in this facility. It's all mine. So I went back to Jerry, it was her name, his advice, and kill him with kindness. So every morning, morning Jim, how are you today?
Morning.
Jim, how are you today? Fine. Last couple weeks? Jim, good morning, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. How was that drive up here this morning? He's coming around. But I didn't let him get, because before I'd walk by him and I'd get a sneer, I'd get some comment, and now he's wanting to know how my drive was. Kill him with kindness.
He's a really nice person underneath, but he also has a lot of things that you have to overlook.
Yep, he does.
As a a huge wall up, it seems like.
Well, it isn't just, but I mean, he's the bigotry and
Right,
things
yeah.
like that, and you just have to overlook it, cause what are you gonna do?
You're not gonna do anything.
A black dog will bring them around too.
Yeah, black dog. Yeah. So, what have you guys seen? What are your questions about residents' rights, or what we're doing, what we're, anything?
So one thing I see a lot, especially since we're talking about Jim Young, from the kitchen, we'll put a plate up in the window, and if you say Jim Young, a lot of people, I'm not going to that table. I don't want to take that one. And it'll seriously go down the line, like past 3 people, before somebody will grab Jim Young's plate and even bring it to him. And it's like, you don't have to say anything to the man. Just walk over and say, here's your supper, and turn around and walk away. You don't have to have a conversation with him.
Actually, you know, that's, I didn't know that was happening, but, that's neglect. Cause
Yeah.
you're refusing to go give that person his food.
Yeah, a lot of people will just not want to
That's
go to
neglect.
that, or even go to the table in general for anybody else.
No, that's neglect.
I know I heard him say once over something like that, well, I'm a mean person, you know, about
But-
himself.
Yeah.
But he kind of enjoys that, just seeing you squirm a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he does.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, he
exactly
does.
right.
You know, it's very difficult to get the man to laugh.
You can't you?
Oh, I've gotten him to laugh.
Well, I've gotten him to laugh, but it was a little difficult, so.
You gotta work with it.
You
So-
just like he laughs, he's right there, blow it away.
So that's a good thing. Thank
But
you for
even,
bringing
like,
that up.
You know, he has certain dislikes on food that none of us in the kitchen knew about because nobody's ever asked him. Like he doesn't like sausage. And that came up.
The last time we don't ask, we just assume.
Yeah.
So today it happened with I'll say that.
Yep.
So a nonverbal resident that I was feeding today, you expect her to always be nonverbal, right? We just think she doesn't talk, so I'm just gonna keep shoving the food in her. And today, I had my arm around her and I said, do you like fish? I don't like fish. Huh. And it was Arlene. Right? So she started eating cake. And then later in the meal, I asked, do you wanna just try a little fish? And so she took a bite of fish and then she covered up her plate with a napkin, which tells you what?
She's
I'm done, I don't wanna eat fish. So because they're nonverbal usually, doesn't mean they don't move their eyes, yes or no, or give you other body language.
Or that they don't understand, they fully understand you, they just can't get it out.
Yeah.
They can't express it.
And if you loathe eating sausage, and you haven't eaten for 4 hours, and I give you a big piece of sausage and a glass of milk, what does that do to you as a human? What do you feel like? Like, I'm hungry and I'm eating a sausage, and I'm Norwegian, so I don't really dare ask for something else, so I'll just wait till supper, I guess.
And that would be neglect.
Very
And
sad.
there are people who, they look at that food and it makes them sick, almost sick.
Yeah, so then what do? Do we offer them some?
Well, that's what we need to do.
We do need to do it. So what you feel inside when it doesn't feel right to you, share it. And don't be afraid to correct each other out of kindness, right? There's a difference between being nice and being kind. Being nice is pushing it under the rug. Being kind is an action to change. So the nice thing to do is let Michelle go on feeding somebody, shoving food in their mouth while gossiping with Cindy. I'm spitting up my food. The nice thing to do is, oh, there's Michelle, she'll handle it. But the kind thing to do is to pull Michelle aside. Say, Michelle, maybe nobody ever taught you how to feed correctly. But don't do it from behind. Don't keep shoving it in. Stop gossiping if you can. And
There was one thing they missed. I just thought of it.
oh,
The neck thing.
Cover up.
Oh, yeah, I got it on my paper.
did you have it on your paper? And that is simply, hi, Danny. It's time for lunch. Would you like me to put on your clothes protector for you? Don't call it a what? Bib. What are bibs for? Who wears bibs?
Babies.
Babies. Are we babies? No.
They can call it that, but we can't. And they do.
Yeah, some do, yeah.
Yeah, they do. I'm gonna go fold the bills, they'll say, you know.
Always ask for everything. Jim Young, the hand washing. You assume you hand somebody a wipe and he said, what are you giving that to me for? I wash my hands before I leave my room every time.
So with hand washing, Garrett's not here to bring it up, so and the administrator's here. Do I dare say it?
Yes, you do it, Cindy. You can take it.
We'll see. Okay, when state comes, they always have a group interview, right? And the group interview's in the activity room. Does anybody know that I have a door that attaches to the activity room? So I listened. And one of the things the state surveyor asked our residents this time was, do they wash your hands before a meal? Luckily, our residents said yes.
Why did they say yes? What happened that Monday?
Because on Monday, Jody said, you know, we need to start washing hands. They walked in that afternoon.
That has to do, well, we washed their hands right then.
So that's another thing. We gotta make sure that their hands are washed. And I think it come up in the last one that, or maybe you guys just said it too. It's been a long day. Wiping the mouths. Make sure, and if there's a lot of food on their shirts, please change them. Like again, would you want to go around with a bunch of food down the front of your shirt?
Well, that's the dignity.
Yeah, it's dignity.
Well, and even when you think they're a capable person, they might still have food all over their face they don't know. Like, Joe will go walking by me and has cappuccino drip down his chin, so I will stop him. Hey, Joe, can we
has a
wipe
lot
your
dripping
foot?
down his
Can we?
chin.
But it's just, hey, you got some stuff on your face. Can we wipe it off? And if you hand him a wipe, he'll wipe it off.
Right.
But he doesn't know it's there unless somebody tells him. And I wouldn't want to walk around all day with stuff all over my face.
Right, but make sure you don't use the blue top wipes.
Right.
On their face, yeah.
Which ones do you?
Just the hands. You have to get a little wash rag and wash the face.
Oh, why is that?
Or they could use the white wipes though, can't they?
Oh.
Can't they use the tenna wipes?
So
The
we
tenna
have
wipes,
those
yes,
white
tenna
wipes
wipes,
that
yeah.
we use, and we can't use them on
Not
the
the
other
alcohol
face.
ones.
Alcohol.
No one's ever told me that.
Yeah, you
See,
can't
that's what we
alcohol.
mean. That's why you just said, nobody's ever told me that, so you assume because.
And people
Yeah,
say
you
wipe
assume
it
it
right
right
all
all
over.
But if I would've just said, oh, Deanne, you can't use the blue wipes, you gotta use the tenna wipes on the face, can I go get you some, right? So then you can teach the next person that they can't use the blue top wipes.
So what else, you guys? What else? Oh yeah, you and your cookies. All right. It is an issue.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a diabetic, and I want 5 cookies. What happens? But our doctor knows that my blood sugar is gonna skyrocket.
It says you must be on that diet.
Right. So
Can we defer and offer just one cookie instead of 5?
you can offer it, and what if I say, no, I want 5 cookies?
Then you
Then
get
you
five
get
cookies.
5.
And then what do you do?
Residents' rights.
Tell the nurse.
Put it in my note.
Yeah.
The 5
Yes.
birthdays.
Yay!
You're
Yeah,
not right.
and I know dietary doesn't like to hear this because they're.
Well, I'll be honest, I feel like there is a line, and okay, if that is the case with that resident, then I feel his diet needs to be addressed.
Right.
I don't
I
feel
agree with
like
you.
we can just constantly give
Right.
and give and give unless we are then following up.
Because it's the salt mainly with
We
that.
deal
Yeah.
with a very specific resident who argues with everything that is given to him.
Yeah.
Salt, he wants cheese, he wants mayonnaise, he wants his fat, he wants his sugar, and we're trying to follow what we're told.
You know,
And it's,
we need to educate, but, you know, all our residents are here for a reason. And the resident we're talking about is Kenny. And he has cognitive problems. You know, I mean, he does seem like he comes off, especially when he comes with these little, that and then these errors he finds on the dietary menu every day. But
I put
he
him
still
just for
has
him.
cognitive issues. We still need to educate, and if education isn't working, then bring it to your charge nurse, because as a team, then we need to sit down and figure it out, or take it to Dr. Berg and say, this isn't working.
The other one is like dairy, and the issue that I have is like during bingo, everybody else gets candy. Okay, so yesterday he won twice, and twice he took candy and he just shovels it in right then and there, so you know.
Is there diabetic, offers on there for candy?
Well, I suppose I'm just gonna have to find some chocolate candy that is diabetic and just hand it to him. Thank you, that's a good issue.
But then that would interfere with his choice,
Yeah.
if he's got
Oh,
the.
But he
Snickers.
still,
But
he
it's
could
still
still
candy.
have a choice, he could have the diabetic candy or he could have the real
Mhm.
candy. But if there's no choice,
Yeah,
you're gonna give me the real chocolate, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna take.
Cindy, in some places, they'll actually care plan that the doctor said could win mini bingo, yeah, if that's
And he,
care
and he
plan.
did, and then sometimes he'll win 2 or 3 times and he'll eat them all.
Okay, but he's on that special diet too,
Mhm.
but he actually will follow it. I mean,
Mhm.
he doesn't, no complaints.
No,
No, he
At
don't
all.
complain.
only